Hi, my name's Corey, and I run a nationally touring stage show called Super Happy Fun Time. Here's the story of why we portray Jesus on stage. Firstly, our goal has never been to offend. Jesus is just a recognizable dude. We thought it would be funny to give a well-known character our super happy twist. Rachel already had a wig and a beard from her Charlie Manson number, so she appropriated that stuff along with his charismatic hippie swagger and turned him into a healthy, acrobatic, cross-pasty-wearing, gender-bending spiritual leader, the Christ. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. The band is cooking. We're grooving on that classic titular tune of Jesus Christ Superstar. Rachel is flying. The audience is bobbing along. Except for one angry woman who, in a huff, stands up and smashes her half-empty bottle of beer on the tile floor. She storms off to the exit, and before leaving the building with an earth-rattling slam of the door, she flips over our entire merch table and ruins hundreds of dollars of super happy product. I think to myself, we may be onto something here. Little Rock, Arkansas, the number has evolved. Realizing that Jesus bled, we add in menstruation. It makes sense because our Jesus is a woman, and besides, it'll look funny to have her wear blood-stained BVD briefs. Intermission, after completion of the gory act, a bumbling drunk makes his way to me through the crowd. With a pint glass in each hand, the dusty and obvious remnants of a staggeringly large helping of cocaine around his nostrils and rot on his breath, he leans into me and says, "I love the way you abuse women. You force them to take off their clothes on stage and dance for us naked. But I'm a Christian, bro, so don't make fun of my man, JC." Light bulb alights above the head. Hypocrisy inspires. How can, in the same sentence, one advocate for the abuse of a whole gender and yet still proclaim allegiance to the God of peace and love? So I write a simple song. You can't make fun of Jesus. It's a song about how we glorify sex and money and violence and TV and music, but we frown upon any parody or critique of our Western version of the Christian God, our abdominally ripped, blonde-haired, square-jawed, casual cross-riding surfer Jesus. So, Grand Rapids, Michigan. We're performing the song, and oh my stars and garters, I can't believe my eyes and ears because I thought with this obvious and blatant satire, the criticism would be over. But above the din of the crowd is a single voice shouting out, "Shut it down! This is offensive! This is filth!" A woman, of course double-fisting shots of whiskey, is standing on the railing, wearing of all things a giant golden cross on her shirt, and is screaming at us to not make fun of Jesus. She sat through our whole show. She laughed at the sex, she laughed at the gore, but when we got on stage in self-parody singing, "You can't make fun of Jesus," a song about how sex and gore is fine, but making fun of Jesus is not, she, just like in the song, is offended and shouting to us that we can't make fun of Jesus. And my mind is blown, man. We're being told not to make fun of Jesus by an audience member while we sing a song parodying audience members who tell us not to make fun of Jesus. It's like some crazy infinite feedback loop of art and satire versus reality, and who's imitating who at this point? Art is supposed to imitate life, but suddenly our art is being imitated by real life. It's supposed to be the other way around. And which one of us is on stage, and who's in the audience, and what came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay. It all culminates post-show, where I witness Cross Lady lecturing Rachel, who was dressed as Jesus, I might add, that our show was super happy until we made fun of her Lord and Savior. And so help me Jesus Christ. These were her words. She said she would punch Rachel, again, who was dressed as Jesus, in the face to teach her a lesson. And then I watch Rachel, who, by the way, is a Jewish woman and atheist, and is dressed as the Christ, putting her hands on a self-proclaimed Christian and telling her calmly that if she is offended, that if she is full of hate at what she has seen, that if an enemy should slight her, then she should turn the other cheek, because we must learn to understand and tolerate and love one another. An atheist is lecturing a Christian on love. And all of this is why, my friends,
you must make fun of Jesus.
You can make lots of noise, you can take off your clothes, you can fetishize your bodies with a dick up your nose, but you can't do that. Oh, don't do that. Whatever you do, please don't do that. Oh, you can't make fun of Jesus. You can say words like or women are whores. You can stereotype the sexes or start a race war, but you can't do that. Oh, don't do that. Whatever